So, good evening, everybody. My name is Wale Adeyemo. So, in continuation of our online classes, I decided to record a video with my freelancer account. I just have to show you how to build this profile and what it actually entails. It's nothing technical, like I said, and it's nothing bogus, but then I needed to build a professional profile from scratch. The reason is that as a newbie or as a new freelancer, you don't have any review. You don't have any past project, you don't have any recommendation from anybody. All you have is just your profile. So you have your profile to make your first impression, you have your profile to tell your prospective employer how proficient, how competent you are. So the extent or the amount of effort you're able to put in building a professional profile, the better it will help you to get your first job. So let's use this profile as an example. This is one of my best writers on this platform. His name is ProWrite. His username rather, I think his real name is Vincent or thereabout. So he's from Nairobi, Kenya, and is a research writer and a business planner. So this is his profile. This part of his profile, this is where you put your username. Your username could be anything. You can use your full name, you can use your nickname, you can use anything, but make it simple, make it brief, such that when people come to your profile they can easily pronounce your username. Don't go and use something that is as long as the sentence, or don't go and use your local name, your tribal name rather, or something that is won't be easy for anybody to pronounce. Now the reason is that the people that will be checking your profile, you don't know where they will be from. They can be from UK, they can be from Cyprus, from China, they can be from United Arab Emirates. So try to make your username or your profile username, make it as short, as pronounceable as possible. Now this is the headline. The headline is just like as the name implies, the headline of what you do. This guy is a freelance researcher, he's a writer and a business planner. So everything about his profile centers around this headline. So when you come to his profile, mere looking at his headline, you can tell what he does. So in writing your own headline, try to make it brief, try to make it short, make it precise, go straight to the point. If you're a creative writer, put it there. If you're a Python programmer, put it there. If you're a statistician, put it there. This other part of the problem is where you now have to explain what you do in details. So the first part is your username. This part is your username. This part is your profile headline. Then this other part is where you now explain your competency, your years of experience, your proficiency, your work ethics, the software you know how to use. That if your skills require you to know any of these softwares. So if you look at this guy, he's a freelance researcher, a writer, and a business planner. That is the headline. This headline is a pointer to what every prospective employer should expect or would be expecting to see on his profile. Look at the way he introduced the main content on his profile. Say, greetings, is a seasoned native English freelance writer. Native English freelance writer. The native in this native is a key word. The reason he's emphasizing the fact that he's a native speaker is because most employers on this platform, for project that has to do with writing, that has to do with business plan, they want people that have good control of English language, people that can speak and write proper English. So the guy is from Kenya. Their native language in Kenya is not English language. But then he understands English to the extent that he can be called a native speaker. So he's writing it, is emphatically saying it to the prospective employer that he's a native speaker. Now, somebody from the UK or US or Australia, where they speak English primarily, may not need to put on his profile that he's a native speaker. So for you guys that are from Nigeria, I would advise that you emphasize that you're a native English speaker. Then he's talking about his experience, that his experience spans over 5 years in delivering undergraduate, master's, PhD level papers and business plans. That's pretty straightforward. He has over 5 years of experience delivering in these categories and business plan. So after introducing himself in respect to what he does and his years of experience, the next paragraph he talks about his academic qualification. He holds a Master's of Science, International Finance, and blah 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 blah, and a CPA finalist. So he said he's proficient in upper MLA, Harvard, Chicago. He's just talking about his academic qualification and specific expertise in this field. So the third paragraph said his proficient disciplines are finance, business studies, economics, statistics, management, etc. In as much as this guy is a writer, he's doing everything possible to streamline it that okay, I may be a very good writer, but then I have expertise, I have strength in some areas more than the rest. So he has strength in business, economics, and every other field he has listed here. The meaning of this is that for an employer that wants to hire him, you may not necessarily need to ask him so much question because he has answered at least 60 or 70% of the question that a prospective employer would need to ask him. This is how I want you to build your profile. Focus on what you can do, focus on your expertise, your experience, your areas of strength. Talk as much as possible. If you have any skill, if you've learned anything, please blow your trumpet. When you blow the trumpet, any employer that comes to your profile will see that okay, she can do this, he can do that. Again, said you have excellent working experience in analysis software like XPSS, Data, eViews, API, Info7, and MS Excel. Now, this guy is coming from the angle that is a writer. So the first one, two, three paragraphs of his profile focus on the fact that he is a writer. But then the closing sentence is now telling that beyond writing, he has other expertise. But those expertise, they are not the core thing. This profile is not built around him being a SPSS expert or Stata expert or whatever. But if you look at SPSS, Stata eViews, these are softwares that you use to make analysis, and after analysis, you have to interpret your results into writing. So it sort of has complementary skills and expertise. So XPSS, Stata eView, they are complementary things that go along with what it does. This is a typical example. The profile is simple, it's straight to the point, it answers all the questions. Now, in order to be able to write this on your own profile, this hire me button, normally, look at my own profile now. When you go to your profile, you should see this edit button. So when you click on edit, all these headings, you can change them. I can now change maybe my username to, let's say, expert writer, just for an example. You can see my username here has changed. Then my heading, I can now say creative and top-notch content provider and researcher. Now you can see that this guy is telling you 0 characters left. The reason they put a limit to how many words you can enter here is because it's just supposed to be an headline. It's not supposed to be where you now write all the stories and everything you want to write about yourself. It's just an headline. Make it short, simple is beautiful, make it precise. So for me to complete this researcher, I've decided to change this hand. Let me use the hypersand. So this is the headline of my profile: creative and top-notch content provider and researcher. It's saved. Then I can edit this too. So I can now write any other thing about myself. So I'm not a plenty words kind of person. But then if my profile is not good enough, I know. Excuse me. So just write anything you want to write about your profile, and let me just make it clear, the reason the profile is scanty is because I've not used this account for more than 1 year now. I've not made any money on this platform. I practically moved out of this platform to start the market research company, which I'm pretty sure many of you are aware of. And I tend to change my profile over time. Maybe after 3 months, I go to my profile. Then when I used to work on this platform, I revamp it again. I add new content, I change it so that if an employer comes this month and comes back maybe 2 or 3 months time, you see that my profile is not just static, it's dynamic. I change it as they happen. So when you are done, you can click on save. Now you can change your hourly pay. On this platform, there are two ways they hire people. They can either hire and pay you a fixed rate, A fixed rate is okay, I'm hiring you to do a job that will take you, maybe I'm hiring you to take a job that to write a content of let's say 5,000 words word of content, and I'm paying you $200 for example. So whether it takes you 1 day to write the content, I'll pay you the same amount, or whether it will take you 6 days to write it, I'm going to pay it because it's a fixed project. Now for hourly pay is just that I only pay you for the number of hours you work. So if it will take you 6 days to write the content and you need to work 3 hours a day, I may decide to pay you $10 per hour, 3 hours a day, that's $30 per day, times 6 days that you need to. So for employers that are interested in hiring you on an hourly pay, this is where you put the amount you charge per hour. Now I'm not expecting any of you to put $50 per hour because I don't think your profile is that strong enough. But over time, as you begin to get jobs, get reviews, then you can begin to increase your hourly pay. So how I'm using $50 per hour. Now let me just tell you the reason why I'm using $50. The reason I'm using $50 is because I want employers to hire me on a fixed rate. Because my own strategy tells me that fixed rate is more profitable for me than hourly pay. The reason is that I am a very fast person with whatever I want to do. So if you hire me for 4 days, for example, and the work will just take me 5 hours of commitment and being devoted to it, if you hire me, let's say at $5 per hour, you will pay me lesser than what you will pay me if you're hiring me on a fixed rate. So I tend to put $50 per hour to make them want to hire me on a fixed rate. So if you can put 10, 15, or 20, I always recommend newbies to use between $5 to $10 as hourly pay. So you save these two. Now, these are my reviews. I have 189 reviews on this site. Now, 189 review doesn't mean these are the number of projects I've done. Some employers, after working for them, they will just take the job and disappear. They don't care to write you any review. So, among all the hundreds of employers I've worked for, 189 of them they drop review. Now, my overall rating on this platform is 4.7 over 5. I don't have a 5-star profile, I'm sorry, but I have a 4.7 star profile. Now, this 4.7 has to do with my communication, ability to deliver within budget, to deliver within deadline, to deliver according to specification and requirements. So those are things they consider. Then this is a portfolio. Your portfolio is where you showcase your expertise, your previous experience, more like a CV, or where you attach your sample works. Now, these are my portfolio. Sorry, these are the contents in my portfolio rather. I did a project management course 1 year or 2 years ago. So I upgraded my profile on this platform and I added project management to it. So I made sample projects with Oracle Primavera, with Microsoft Project MP6 and the likes of them. Then with desktop publishing too. So all the things on my profile, I made sample works for them and I attach them to my portfolio. So if you're going to be a writer, you can write sample articles, attach them at least 3, 4, 5, as many of them as you have. Put them there. They will help employers to really understand that one, you're on this platform to really work. Two, you've done what you're claiming or what you want them to hire you for. They can see something, they can see samples, they can see previous works. So that's another part. Now these are my most recent reviews. So this guy, I think, is from China. She is from China. So she hired me for this project and she paid this amount. The same person hired me and paid this amount. The same person hired me and paid $680 for this. Now these are the skills on my profile. Then this guy is from the UK. He gave me a 4.6, £150. This one is also from the UK, 140. Also from the UK, 350. So you can view more reviews. All these are reviews. So let's close this. Let's go back to see if we can edit the pro. Now, a part of the profile requires you to put your experience. So I've worked in this company before, and I'm still working there, and this is what I do. This is my educational qualification: Bachelor of Technology in Computer Science, Associate Degree in Business Admin, Certificate in Business Admin from a US university, then certificate in desktop publishing. I also put my certificate from PMI, Project Management Institute. So put everything as much as possible on your profile. The more you have, the better, and the stronger your profile will be. So after building this profile, then please, one more thing, use a profile picture, something that actually depicts either what you do or your original, your real picture, not something that presents you as a very casual and unserious person. I'm sorry to use that word unserious. The reason is that I have a freelancer account now where I used to work. This is the account. Now I have another account where I hire people, and part of the things employers look at: one, your profile picture, the content on your profile, your portfolio. So you can imagine somebody that is bidding for, let's say, an accounting job, and she's using a picture that's half of her chest and her breast and everything is showing. No matter how good and how strong her profile may be, the profile picture is saying something totally different from her, from what she's got on her profile. So try to use something corporate or use a picture that depicts what you do. This Z is the first word of my company's name, so it quite has a meaning to me. So use a profile picture that is decent, that is simple, that is professional. Keep it simple, keep it real. Then verify your payment source, verify your email address. You can't actually get to this point if you've not verified your email address anyway. So the first thing you do after registering, they send you a confirmation link. So once you verify your email address, you get to this place. Then complete your profile, give them all the information, verify your phone number too. The reason you need to verify this is that there are some kind of project on this platform, they call them recruiter project. Such project, when an employer posts them, the employer will not be the one to interview you. There are recruiters from this company that will call you to actually interview you to find out if you can do what the employer requires of the freelancer he wants to hire. Then I've made a deposit on this site. That means I've verified my payment method. The deposit I made could either be to hire somebody or to pay for my monthly membership subscription. Now, on this site, you can get certified. And I wrote these three exams: numerous US English level 1, UK English level 1, US English level 2. So I've done level 1, level 2. Now, the reason is that some employers, they specify when they are creating their project that one, the person or the bidders must be a native English speaker. The bidder must have passed at least English level 1 or English level 2. They just want to be sure that the people that are going to bid, either they just want to be sure they are experts in what they are claiming to be an expert at. So this certification exam cuts across all skills: graphic design, web development, software development, writing, business plans and proposal, translation, transcription, project management. Every skill and job category has. So try to do at least English level 1 and UK English level 2, or level 1 or level 2. So once you have those certificates on your profile, they will further make your profile as strong as possible. So I believe this should do for now or for today. So once you are done with creating of your profile, then we'll pick it up from there. That will show you how to navigate what every button, how to bid on projects, how to get paid, how to, and I'll tell you why my account is in minus $30. I'm owing these guys $30. So if you have any question, please kindly let me know. Thank you.